Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
First down, Washington.
Check hot route. Hot. Watch the safety.
Now a handoff. Geis going right. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Don't get nervous. Watch. Let's go. Bravo. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Not here. Slam. Jack. Deuce.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, here's Love. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 29, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
43 is the mic. I'm here all day. Plus. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check. 43.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins, he's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. And all the way down to the 29. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Here's Elliott.
Let's in.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
25, check 25, check 25.
Looking to throw. Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Kill. Back. Wide, get wide.
Now it's Haskins. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And that's complete. It's Sims. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Cowboys take over first and 10. Let's go. 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar. They go to Elliott again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on first down. Pollard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, check 20.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
You don't want no problems. You don't want no problems with me.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Check safety. Check safety.
Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
56. We're going to 54.
Third down.
You ain't got nothing. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Twist. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Wide in. 26.
3rd and long for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
23-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Not today. That's it.
They go play action with Haskins. Looking deep downfield. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
That's going to be a long day. No. Go. Check three.
From the gun, it's Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Time to go, night.
Here we go on 4th down, Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They go play action here on first down. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Haskins back to the air. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And a nice spin into some open field. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. From the 38, Haskins flushed out right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. To throw on 3rd down. Haskins. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. You know that they were thinking second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
At the 50-yard line.
Here we go. 56. Check 56. Come on. Check 99. Check. Hey, kill. Run. You. Under. Stay at home. 26.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And they open the lead up now to 25. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Slam. Big edge. Zoom. Mike. Yup. 55. Check, 55. Mike. Squeeze, double.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins going up top. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
At the Cowboys' 26-yard line.
Now a toss. This is Geis. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Throwing now. Haskins on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It's 2nd down.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Haskins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Again, it's Elliott. And an alley to run. And they finally get him down, but not before he gets it up to the 46. A big run that time by Elliott. 43 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a first and 10.
Shift. We're going to 54. Why?
Here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his sixth touchdown of the season. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is down to 28-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
On first down, it's Elliott. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Too little, cupcake.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
You go tight. Let it roll. West. You got tight right there. Switch. We're going to 53.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 26. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When he break a couple of tackles, I mean, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side, trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
Now it's Haskins. DeMarcus Lawrence racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Haskins. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 14. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Double time. 3 down. Hey, chill. 26.
On 1st down, Elliott. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Chill.
It's a gain of 4.
Watch the ship.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Watch the ship. Check 3. 26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Vecchio to add the PAT. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Set, hut, 60 yard. Hut, 64. Wait. Alert 3. Alert 3. Off. No. Motion.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Mike, 55. 55. Hey, eat.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Back to you. 55's my guy. 50.
On play action, Haskins escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin. And that'll make it third down.
Get the ball. Mike 55. Mike 55.
They go play action now. Haskins, he's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Ready. Check 55, Mike. Watch the run.
On first down, it's Haskins. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Haskins to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Byron Jones on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Switch. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Yeah. I got him. Delta. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
One final shot for Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.